A couple years ago, I decided I was done with conspiracy theories. But I think I've come around. Conspiracy theories are okay. When we realize they're allegories. Things we want to believe in. Things we're afraid of. Like warning signs and boogeymen. There's also the fun stuff. Like just cool little critters. You know? And aliens. Especially the friendly, curious ones. Because I'm friendly and would be friendly and curious if I met an alien. I don't know if any of that came true. The vocal fry is delicious. I'll have mine with ketchup, please. Splat. Did you know Looney Tunes was invented as a way of selling classical music to toddlers? And other stuff that I just made up. That came straight from thiscan'tbereal.org. As long as that's also not a real website, so this joke works. Somebody want to donate $10 so I can get, or if they just want, if you just want to get you might also get thisisgorg.com. But that can't be real.org would be fantastic. The Beatles broke up over a dispute over hair gel. That can't be real.org. I should look this up. Producer says fact checkers are checking it. Fact checkers are checking it. She hit to her dirty dirt. We'll be right back after these here dear messages. The LED light shone across the city, illuminating the child's face. Not a child so much as an elf. A 40,000-year-old elf. Only in Spieters on the Gabilonistan 47 galaxy in the Commander Aphronagus Lee. Timeline. Wow, that's a clumsy way. Who wrote this material? And now back to the show. The gardener watched as a cicada danced around the flame. You silly, lovesick fool. Go and fly away into the sky. The gardener distinguished the light. Happy dating, my friend. Happy dating. and we'll be right back. Is your favorite podcast starting to have too many commercials? You need a podcast commercial blocker. Just connect this device to your favorite listening device and push the button and wait for it to warm up, and it will record your favorite podcast as it plays and edit out the commercials, and then you can listen to it commercial free. Now, there is a little fine text here. It says that the device, which is called the Commercial Getter Outer 3005. I wonder what happened to the first 4 models. Anyways, the Getter Outer 3005, it does not edit out commercials, but you can edit out commercials by recording over them. It's basically what we used to listen to music on back in the day. Cassettes. This is just a cassette player and recorder, you guys. Come on. What is this? An antique bazaar? And now back to the show. We interrupt this already scheduled broadcast with a news bulletin. Have you seen this alien? Cat-like creature, purple, fierce, mama. Just got a gun, laser blaster, all in leather. Ran a tight ship, invited me to join her, travel across the galaxy. It made it sound like it was going to be his first mate, but I think it was one of the oarsmen. She had a tricky look in her eye. Oops. Have I said too much? And now, back to the show. President Colonel Popcorn Colonel looked out across the field. His army of brave, unpopped colonels, once golden, marching across the field in battle with sticks of butter, which had melted in the hot July sun. Sizzling along the ground, the popped kernels became stuck, heating up until they burst, until they're into their final and most delicious form of fluffy, white popped corn. President Colonel Corn Colonel alone stood there. I'm here too. What? President Colonel Corn Colonel alone stood looking out over the tragic scene. I'm still here. Oh. Okay. So my producer said that the episode's not over yet, and I'm contractually obligated to provide more entertainment for you. So for the next 45 minutes, I'm going to be performing my version of the Star-Spangled Banner, with not one, not two, but 10 whistle notes. I might throw in an extra 15. Hi. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special... if any of you give any information about me to this bloody network, I'll come and find you with my flying spaceship and zap you out of your bed and into the stars. Got that? Sweet dreams. And that just about wraps up our grand finale of the Star-Spangled Benefit for the less fortunate light bulbs that don't get used because they're not LED, but they don't get thrown away because they weren't burnt out when they got replaced. They just sit there in case of an emergency. I've been another millennial who lives as if I grew up during the Great Depression. Isn't that interesting? One of my favorite snacks is tuna fish on crackers with a side of dill pickle. What does that say? I got delicious taste? My cat says no. How do you all feel about freestyle dancing? I think this is better than RoboHost. Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be a setup for a cue for RoboHost, but I didn't realize it had been cut from the sketch. RoboHost was malfunctioning. So, now that makes it seem like there's going to be like a killer robot that comes in later that we set up from the last episode, which would be great. But I didn't set any of that. Quick, run! Explosions, zap, zap, zap. Laser blast as big as my arm, zap, past my head. Blazing through the middle wall, exposing us to the elements of the galaxy's edge outside. Yes, we were in Disneyland, and yes, we were tearing this place up. Explosion. RoboHost has gone mad with power. Imagine if Ultron got together with some giant robot. How come Ultron never got big? Like, tall. And in the ring we have... The explosion rocked the city. The space city. That just bounced away, protected by a future bubble. Oh my. Was that a drum sackle? No, it was a calm slackly too cool. Whatever did you slackle, my darling? That's high society in the bubble city. But enough about the waving tentacle economists. 5. In the Senator Burrito timeline. Oh, a tearing in space and time. And we're being sucked into it. No! Everything's distorted. Everything's changed. Whoa. Yes, Captain Meiji. There's a treat here in your dish. That's my girl. Happy kitty noises means the episode has come to an end. Until next time, this has been Live from My Watch, the podcast recorded on a smartwatch. I've been your host, StonerSteve, and if you think that this is just made up on the spot, you must be crazy. How could anyone come up with something this brilliant just on the spot? Anyways, until next time, safe travels, my friend. Bye.